Rajan, the former RBI governor, had expressed fears that India's growth rate is dangerously close to what he referred to as the Hindu rate of growth. And back comes a reply from India's premier banking institution, SBI. Such statements are ill-conceived, biased, and premature. Interpretations of GDP growth based on noisy quarterly numbers is a game of smoke and mirror, said the SBI report EcoRap. The report comes within days of former RBI Governor Rajan saying that India is dangerously close to Hindu rate of growth. His remark was based on the subdued private sector investment, high interest rates, slowing global growth, and India's third quarter GDP growth figure of 4.4%. You can click on the video link in the right corner to view Rajan's remark. Briefly, Hindu rate of growth is a term that describes India's slow economic growth between 1950s and 1980. The term was coined by Raj, an Indian economist. India's gross domestic product in the third quarter of the current fiscal slowed to 4.4% from 6.3% in the second quarter and 13.2% in the first quarter. The growth in the third quarter of the previous financial year was 5.2%. SBI in its report EcoRap said, the fact that quarterly growth numbers are noisy and should be best avoided for any serious interpretation, as on an average, India's GDP growth has witnessed Rs 2 lakh crores upward revision for the 3-year ending in fiscal year 23. We find such arguments ill-conceived, biased, and premature at best when weighing the recent GDP numbers against the available data on savings and investments. SBI's report EcoRap has been authored by Soumyakanti Ghosh, Group's chief economic advisor. Furthermore, the report points out that the gross capital formation by the government touched a high of 11.8% in 2021-22, up from 10.7% in 2020-21. This also had a domino effect on private sector investment that jumped from 10% to 10.8% over the same period. According to the report, in 2021-22, gross savings have risen to 30% from 29% in the previous year. The ratio is supposed to have crossed 31% in 2022-23, the highest since 2018-19. The household savings increased sharply during the pandemic period on account of sharp acceleration in financial savings such as deposits. Rajan has been at the receiving end of incessant mocking and ridicule on social media ever since he made the remark in an interview to news agency PTI. Some even argued that if the world could decide not to use the phrase Wuhan virus while referring to COVID-19, why should an archaic term which has no relevance today was used by RBI's former governor?